the kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Khorinis was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well, I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you!
Keep silent. Right, send him in.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now strap. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from...
Okay, what do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp...
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next... There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to...
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure the mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and I couldn't just stand by and watch. Because I came...
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guy, everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp...
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. But if you plan to fight him, be careful.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they...
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyway, that's because the mages pay their courier. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp.
Let's assume I want to join his...
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called...
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet at...
Let's talk about
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you...
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on it.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here.
Why is this area...
You've just arrived, haven't you? The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there, and that's exactly what you are until you...
Where can I get...
The nearest place is that old camp, but you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of...
Tell me more...
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to just... Dead ends often lead you to danger. Do not enter the old ruins. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse. And one more hint.
Where do I get...
Ask the people in the old... Maybe you can steal one of his maps.
Why?
If you get enough order. Don't go thinking everyone's... There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some...
I'll keep it in mind.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble.
Diego said...
Okay, in you go.
Tell me some...
It's the biggest and most... Once a month, the king sends us everything. He sends us wine, bread, meat. You can also get some of it. All you have...
What about the two other...
There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mate... And then there's the sect loonies in the east. He hasn't responded so... If I were you, I wouldn't...
Tell me more...
There isn't much to tell.
What happens if I just...
The last one who tried that reached...
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to... Who's... Gomez is the most powerful.
Take care. You don't look as though you'd...
Only Gomez is...
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes...
Diego says you decide who...
Huh? If Diego thinks... Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If whatever happens after that is up to you.
I'll talk to Diego. Why don't you give...
It ain't that easy, kid. Any new... That patron has to be one of Gomez's people. And if you fail, you're his...
There must be...
No, the things we guards deal with are a bit of... You just stick to the tasks you're...
I'm quite capable of doing...
Oh, so you're intent on failing, eh? But I'm warning you.
I'm ready for...
What I'm about to tell you is between...
Sure.
We have a problem with a guy from the new camp. Of course, that applies to a lot of the rogues in the new camp. But this guy he's gone too far.
Why?
Because he's under the protection of...
Sounds to me like...
Yeah, but they're a problem that's hard to solve. A few years back, they found him later in the outer ring. In fact...
Why do the mage...
Because they use him as a gopher. Our local mages are in contact with the They're likely to become very unpleasant if I throw...
What about me? What do you think the
You're new here. You'll be okay. But I'm responsible for what my boys do.
Where can I find more?
You'll find him at the south gate.
I'll take care. I've talked to...
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp.
Looks like I have myself...
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things...
What do I have to know?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to... There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are Then you'll have to stand the test. Besides, there are a lot of skills every...
Where do I find the...
Well, you're looking at one of them. As for the others, you'll have to find... Just go through the outer ring and talk to...
Who can teach?
Start with Fingers. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find...
Where can I find Finger?
His hut's kind of hidden. When you're at the castle gate, go down...
What's the...
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called... This list is important. They'll get the stuff with the next...
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it...
If the list is so...
Because you're going to tell him.
I'll tell him. Where can I find the...
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent... He lives to the left.
Take care.
It was up. Time when things would have gotten very different.
As long as I'm not involved. Let's talk about
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat.
Sounds...
Then go and see you. The last one I sent just...
Hey, you! You're learning fast.
Some people never learn. Don't blather. Same old story. You shouldn't believe everything. Some people never learn.
Hey, you!
No wonder. I've only just...
Then watch out. Do you out?
Very probably right. It was obviously a central Some people never learn. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. There must be.
I thought that had been cleared out.
Oh, shit. Good. I just...